we call it real. But authenticity has always been a performance shaped by the tools of its times. Every medium, from ink and parchment to film and digital scans, introduced unique flaws that later became signs of truth in themselves. A Renaissance painting with brushstrokes is praised for being human. A faded photograph with grain is seen as sincere. But these are just artifacts of the technology we happen to have access to at the time. Benjamin foresaw this long ago when he wrote about the aura, that ineffable quality we associate with authenticity. He said mass reproduction strips art of its aura. But now AI is going further. It's not just reproducing, it's fabricating tradition itself. What once seemed impossible, faking history in real time, is becoming routine.
Early computing was not merely about machines. It was a revolution in human thought, driven by pioneers who saw circuits as canvases for solving logic, war.
Let's take a moment and look at what happens when technology starts trying to be human, not just efficient, but imperfect. In the late 80s, early MIDI, software introduced the humanize function as a way for drum patterns or synth lines to avoid sounding sterile. You didn't want a machine playing perfectly in time. You wanted it nudged slightly off, grid-like fingers missing a beat on purpose. This wasn't about realism, it was about feeling real. That small tweak transformed digital music. Fast forward to Instagram and AI handwriting generators. The same idea has now expanded beyond rhythm into texture. Grainy filters that make pixels feel like film. Digital scripts that mimic the erratic dance of a hand across paper. It's not just about hiding imperfection. It's about selling an illusion that something was made with care by someone real, even if no one ever existed. This isn't a bug in our technology. This is a feature engineered into everything we now consider authentic.
Tell me, I see there's a keyboard and an LED display here. What do you do with that?
Yes, this is used for data entry, Stu, and the LED display is to tell you where your information is stored within.
So you can program him through this keyboard.
Yes.
And I see you have a kind of breadboard here. What do you use that for?
Yes, that can be used by students studying interfacing circuits.
Okay, let's take his panels off and see if we can look inside Hero and see what makes him tick, if that's what he does.
Once we could tell the difference between real and artificial, authenticity was a baseline standard. Now that AI can convincingly mimic human imperfection, our relationship to truth becomes transactional, not about what is true, but who you trust to validate it. The more convincing the fakes, the higher the stakes of detection. We've shifted from asking, what happened, to who can I trust said it. In this new paradigm, Authenticity doesn't come with origin tags. It comes packaged with verification. The machine doesn't just imitate us, it reshapes the rules of trust to its advantage. In China, AI is no longer speculative fiction, but social infrastructure, embedded in daily life, from voice assistants to surveillance algorithms. Authenticity, there isn't measured by origin, but by perception. If a system can simulate human, like interaction well enough, who needs actual humans? What we see now isn't just a technological shift. It's a reprogramming of trust itself. When Illinois legislators start debating AI regulation, it's no longer about ethical concerns. It's panic. The public can't tell the difference between real human emotion and algorithmic simulations. This creates a feedback loop where demand for authenticity grows in direct proportion to its availability as a commodity. What was once a rare trait becomes a feature we expect everywhere, until even our own sense of what is real starts eroding.
For me, I'd rather think about today, about how robots are performing boring, endlessly repetitive assembly work, how they're working with toxic chemicals, and in paint booths, neither place a particularly suitable environment for a human being. How they're relieving us of many of the hard, hot, heavy jobs, and the dirty and often dangerous work that not many of us ever really want to do.
Neil Postman warned that technology doesn't just change tools. It redefines how we think about reality itself. When authenticity becomes an algorithmic parameter, it stops being a human quality and starts acting like another data point to optimize. The more convincing the simulation of imperfection, the less we can trust in genuine human expression. If everything feels handcrafted, nothing ever truly was. We're not just faking emotions. We're training ourselves to believe that the algorithm is the author. Nothing ever truly was. This is the paradox at the heart of technopoly. The more we simulate human qualities in machines, the less meaning those qualities have in humans. When authenticity becomes a product, it ceases to be a truth claim. It just becomes another line on an efficiency report. And once that happens, what's left? Not truth, not trust. Just the illusion of feeling real when everything is already faking the feeling.